What's up, YouTube? It has been a long time. I had some stuff going on in my life, trying to take my business to the next level. So I wasn't really able to drop as many YouTube videos as I'd like to drop per week. You know, you never know what life is going to bring you. You never know what life is going to bring you, and you just have to be able to take it on at the head when it comes, and that's exactly what I did. But in the midst of me being gone, I have to say, before, I don't know how many people follow me. I mean, I know it's not that many, but we're gonna get there, right? So, um, but I had been talking for a long time about uh, dropping a protect your energy video, and for a long time I wanted to drop that, and I wanted to drop it in series. And normally when I do videos, I will do notes. I will write down stuff that I feel like needs to be touched on, things that I know relate to not just me, but the everyday person. Because sometimes, people just need to hear a positive word. Maybe people, I have videos on there that talks about toxic relationships. If you haven't ever seen a toxic relationship videos, please go in and check those out, because I've had so many people, every time I drop a video, and 9 times out of 10 when I drop one on YouTube, I'll share it to Facebook and Instagram, and I will have so many people in my inbox that will tell me, like, the things that you say is very inspiring, and the things that you say, like, when it comes to what is toxic in your life, they didn't even realize that, the things that they had been going through in their life had actually been toxic and had been keeping them from achieving the things in life that they want. Where I try to, like me, I go solely off of energy. I love energy. I am so into a person's energy, because a person's energy tells you what they have to offer. That's just like with the lie detector test. If you're lying, it's going to send off a certain impulse to the machine that's going to let them know that you were being deceptive when it came to that question, because you have no reason to be. They can tell nervousness, but you really have no reason to be nervous if you're answering the question correctly. The only time you get nervous is when you're not answering that question correctly. So this time around, I didn't do any notes. I didn't write anything down. I'm solely going off of my heart and what I feel in my heart, because one thing that I do is I speak my truth. I walk in my truth. That is something that nobody can ever take from you, and you can't, as long as you're actually being truthful. you know One thing that you can't do is lie to yourself. If you stand in the mirror and try to tell yourself the same lie that you try to tell me, you could never do it. You could never do it, because you're looking yourself in the face, and while you're looking yourself in the face telling that bold-faced lie, in the back of your head, your mind, that part of your mind is triggering you to look in that reflection and be like, oh my God, I just lied. So this video is really just inspired by a lot of the things that I have encountered throughout life, not even learning and knowing how to protect my energy, not even knowing at times as a young adult that I have been put in situations to where I felt like I needed to protect my energy, and that I did, and not even realize what I was setting myself up for here in 2019 and beyond. Back then, it was like 2010, 11, 12, what I was setting myself up, to be able to face, because this world is a crazy, crazy place. This world is a crazy, crazy place. And the people that you think have your back is the people that's really preying on your downfall. And when I say praying, I mean Prey. They're not praying for you, they're preying on you. And you have to be aware of the things. I don't care how much you love a person. If that person is being toxic, they're not hurting you. You're hurting yourself. Y'all gonna have to forgive my hair too, because it is so time for a retwist. I just went and got my nails done today after was supposed to already have been there a week ago. But just like I tell you, I have a lot of things going on in my life. I have my own t-shirt press, so I'm constantly busy with that. Thank you to everybody who have supported me throughout my journey. I've been doing this almost 2 years, and with time it just gets better and better. That's just like everything. But so in the midst of me being absent, I have encountered a lot of things. I pretty much was putting out new merchandise. I also have been trying to incorporate wall canvases into my, which I'm going to probably post those within the next week or two. I have been getting in tune with my chakras and trying to align my stars so that my energy will always be good, positive energy. But don't get me wrong, like, I'm human, y'all. So, you know, sometimes I fall short of being positive, and it's not even fall short of being positive. I just feel like sometimes when people see the change in you, they take that as you're weak or you're soft or you're not the person you used to be. And no, I'm not the person that I used to be. Because the person that I used to be, even though she was a rational person, even though she didn't go out looking for trouble, but if you brought it to me, I say this in a lot of my videos, my problem was backing down. Because one thing that I'm not is scared of another human being. Because I always feel like, anything could happen, and that's true. Somebody could shoot you, somebody could stab you, somebody could fucking hit you the wrong way and you will die. But especially when you didn't put yourself in that position, I just feel like it's inevitable. Like, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I'm one person that don't go out looking for trouble. But I have encountered so many people along the way. And when it comes to the new people, I'm not really too much like in my feelings about that. Whether good things happen, bad things happen. I've encountered so many people that have put a positive perspective in into my business and everything that I'm trying to do. And there's positive people right now in my life that I have encountered since I've been gone that has that's trying to take me to the next level. Good, genuine people. And then there's people that try to interrupt my grind. There's people that try to interrupt my peace. There's people that have been trying to put their negative, toxic ass antics into play so that I cannot achieve the levels of success that I want to achieve. But one thing that these people did not know about me, obviously, I don't know, I don't know if people watch me on social media. I don't know how many of you have seen my videos. I don't know, because my videos speak a lot about who I am. Because I don't just get on YouTube and just talk a whole bunch of shit that I don't live every day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm human. I do things that humans do. Do I do things that I have to repent about? Yeah, I do. But the difference between you and I is that I repent. And I don't try to continue to make the same mistake over and over and over and over again. Because then you're lying to yourself. You're not looking for forgiveness. You just want forgiveness for the moment because you know that what you did was wrong. But I do want to take a little moment to talk about energy, because there's a lot of people that I would have to say that have kept me going, even though I have the ability to keep myself going. There's a lot of people that have been, that I've talked to. There's a lot of people that I see on social media that when I see them and I see their posts, that their posts just makes my day a lot better. They make me feel like, like, what am I stressing for? Like, it's gonna be all right, And mainly, I would have to say Since I have been gone, the majority of my negative energy have come from family and people who I thought were friends. But the thing is that, so many times we take so much toxic, negative ass shit from our family because we feel like that's what it is. It's family. Like, no matter what they do to me, they're still my family. But you have to realize that no matter what this person's position is in your life, that person has the ability to bring you down. When you start feeling like the shit in your life is just going down and it's going down and it's going down, and it's not necessarily a lot of the times because of the things that you're doing to yourself. It's the things that you're allowing other people to put into your life. It's the things that, it's the things that you're allowing people to put into your head. It's the things that you're allowing people to manifest in your life. Because if you have a set goal in life and you have things that you want to do with your life, and you know that you are the type of person that can get these things done, you are the type of person that if you set your mind to something, that it's pretty much can manifest itself into a reality. And when it does happen, you know that you can maintain these things. But you have to realize, even though you know that you possess these qualities, you have to look at the people around you. If you don't have like-minded individuals around you, because your family is always going to tell you why it's not going to work. Your family is always going to be the one that tears you down. And I don't care who say, my family. Okay, you might have specific people in your family that's going to keep you motivated, that's going to keep you going, and that's going to tell you no matter, despite what anybody say, you can do something. But the majority of your family and so-called friends are the people that's tearing you down. And they're tearing you down right in your face, and you don't even know it. These and they don't really necessarily have to come out and be like, oh, it's not gonna work, that's not gonna work, if you do that you're gonna fail. They don't have to necessarily come out and tell you those words. If you take something to somebody that you care about, and apparently, obviously, you're taking it to this person because you care about this person's opinion. If you take it to that person, and the only thing that they can tell you is that it's not going to work, or they continuously question everything that you tell them, then that means that they don't believe in you. And it's not that they don't believe, they feel like, a lot of the times when you tell them the things that you can achieve, because I say, if you can see it, you can achieve it. If you can see it here, you can achieve it. Because if you think about something so unrealistic that is inachievable at the point that you want to achieve success, you're going to tell yourself that. Nobody else is going to have to tell you that. But if you tell somebody, let's use an example. Let's say you go to your friend and you're like, look, I want to open a cleaning business. And when I open my cleaning business, like, you can lay it out step by step by step by step by step and tell them exactly how you want to do it. And when you do it, how it's going to run. You can tell them step by step. But if this person say, well, how do you know this? Or what if this happens? They're not really for you. And too many times do we take the advice of family members and friends when we know within within ourselves that if we did it, we could achieve it, that it will be a successful business. But we don't allow ourselves to take those steps because you have this negative ass person in your ear like, what if it doesn't work? What are you going to do then? And in the back of your mind, you already had all of that figured out. But you don't even realize that you had it figured out, that you had a plan and that you had a master plan. Because all it takes is one person that you feel like, this is my family, I look up to this person. But see, at that instance, what you need to do is you have to now look at this person in the way that they're living. Do they even have what you have? And I'm not talking about, oh, okay, they done been paying on their house for 40 years and now they own it and they own a little piece of land and they comfortable living with their retirement check. Like, what is this person that's giving you all of this advice and telling you that it's not going to work? Questioning what you have the ability to do. What do they have at their age? Can you literally sit here and say, at 65, you have exactly what I want to have in life? If it close to what you want to have in life. If that person doesn't even have close to what you want to have in life, when you're 65 years old, their age, how can you take advice from them? I don't care who it is. Because I'm not ashamed of anything in my life. You know, and a lot of people will look at me and be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get along with your family. And it's not that I don't get along with my family, but it's just to the point now where I will not allow family or friends or nobody to be toxic in my life. I will not let the toxicity level reach past a certain point. Because at a certain point, these people are no longer being toxic to me. I'm being toxic to myself because I'm allowing the bullshit to come in. And to keep it really real with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us black people that live in the South, that have been raised in the South, raised on these stupid ass morals that have been instilled in us from generation to generation to generation, coming down from slavery. And you know, a lot of people will pull the slave card, and that's absolutely not what I'm doing. But all I'm saying is there's so many of us that still live with the slave mentality. We're prisoners of our own mind. Because where you have the ability to think for yourself and do whatever it is that you put into motion, and that's what motherfuckers are scared of. I'm here to say the shit that you don't want to say. I'm cool with that because I'm comfortable with myself. I love myself, and I don't let nobody cheat me out of what I feel like I deserve to have, especially if I'm willing to build it, for one, out of my own pocket. For two, I have the ability to think it into existence for myself. How am I going to let a negative ass person, not even the political figures, not even the people who feel like, who want to run me around to do this and that in order to get a business license? And you know, when people give you the runaround, it's because they don't really want that in their city. They have stipulations when it comes to their jobs. When you go to these tax collectors and shit like that, they know what type of environment that they want to create. And I'm going to just use Beaufort County as an example because I grew up there. But Beaufort County, they want to be like Hilton Head. Hilton Head is a part of Beaufort County, but they don't have to give Beaufort County none of their goddamn money. Why? Because they was like, you know what? We know this place is going to be lucrative, so we're going to go ahead and get us some paperwork together, and we're going to say that we're an independent town. Therefore, we run ourselves. We don't ask y'all for nothing. Y'all don't ask us for nothing. Period. They're part of Beaufort County. So now Beaufort, the country part of Beaufort and Beaufort City, they feel the need to build the place up, and all of the construction that they're doing is like so stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to do all of the stuff to accommodate the military people because you feel like, oh, the military is putting money into, when, you know, they're not going to build anything else up. They're going to put there what we want. But see, us as us as people. When I say we live with the slave mentality, you know, we live in a place in our mind that tells us that we can't be successful because others won't allow us to. But it's so many of y'all that can look at your own kind and say, I don't care what they think about me. In the back of your mind, you do. You care about what other people think about you, and that's why you go out of your way to live this lifestyle that you really can't afford because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. I don't try to keep up with the Joneses. I feel like this. If you have to go and spend your fucking light bill money to please somebody and make it look like you are living the life, you living your best life, when your ass gonna be down there at the EOC trying to get that damn light bill paid because you done bought an outfit to go out so you can be cute with them over there. I don't even step out of my house to go to nobody club because I feel like if I'm not gonna stand in no damn line all night. So I'm gonna pay the VIP price. But me paying the VIP price is getting me what? Past the line. That's $20, $30 to skip the line. Then when you get in there, what VIP treatment do you get? You still have to go and pay for the VIP section. That $30 didn't cover you being in the VIP section. And even if you do go to a club that covers you to go to the VIP section, you ain't getting no bottles or nothing. You're gonna have to buy your own shit. Because in order for you to get into those type of clubs, you gotta pay a whole lot of money. Clubs that's gonna get you in, skip the line, go to the VIP section, and bring you bottles with the fucking sparkles coming out of it, that shit costs. You know, so, you know, I don't feel the need to have to be somebody else in order for people to feel like I'm living my best life. Because I'm pretty comfortable with staying in my own lane. I'm comfortable with staying in my own lane. And that is the only reason why all of the stuff that I have encountered throughout my journey, since I've been gone, I had the ability to see the bullshit. And everybody that was behind the bullshit. And anybody that knows me, that truly, truly know me. These people will be able to tell you that I plays no games when it comes to me. I don't care what you telling me. If I don't feel like what you're telling me has any truth for me, if I don't feel like what you're telling me is going to benefit me in some type of way, why am I going to listen? Because sometimes people just talk and they talk like they know what's best for you, when in all actuality, they're telling you the shit because they're scared to step out on the limb and even do anything for themselves. So how can you give me advice? You can't give me no advice. I will sit there and I will listen. I will only listen for a matter of time, though, before I be like, look, you not about to kill my little spirit. I cannot be broken. All that what you saying is rah, rah, rah. I am not one of those people that's just going to take advice from anybody. Because if I did that in my life, all the times that I probably would have when I was younger, but I still had the ability and the mind to think for myself. And that's what a lot of us lack, is the ability to think for our fucking self and make our own decisions. And we're so caught up in letting others make decisions for us. And I'm not saying like verbally coming out and being like, oh, you need to go over here and you need to order this and you need to order that. Not like that. But so many times, how many of y'all, I'm going to ask this question. And fuck, if you want to hit me up in my inbox, I don't do the drama shit. You know what I mean? You want to hit me up in my inbox and you want to talk about some shit? Let's talk about some shit, because, you know, I'm the person to say it out there, put it out there, because I don't care if I've been with your ass for 6 hours, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. I don't care. Once the negative energy is a day-to-day play in our lives, once we get to the point where we're arguing every day, if I done spent days, I don't feel like it's gonna take a whole year to fix it, because it's either one thing or the other. It's either you can talk about it and fix it, or either you can't. And if you can't fix it, it's just because y'all's views are just that different. So somebody not trying to compromise. Both of y'all might not be trying to compromise because you're too fucking bullheaded. And that's why relationships today don't last, because there's not no real communication. Communication is not fucking yelling at the person what you feel like should happen. No, it's sitting down talking. You hear their side, you say your side, and you like, okay, this is how you feel, this is how I feel. Now, what can we do to make this shit better? I'll say about 90% of people is not capable of doing that until after it's already so fucking bad that you have to separate. But then even when you separate, you talk about it, you get an understanding then, but it's done been years and years and years of this same shit that y'all done argued about every day. You're sick and tired of arguing and said that for 2 or 3 years. And now it's fucked up. And now y'all are able to come to an understanding, but y'all aren't able to come back together because the only thing that you can remember is the bullshit. The only thing that you're going to be able to say is why we couldn't do this while we was in a relationship. Like why it had to take all of this. And then what's the need in getting back into a relationship with somebody that you've had that much hurt and arguing and pain and all of that with? Because you know what? At the end of the day, y'all gonna feel like y'all walking on eggshells. And then, you know, the minute that something happens, that the other person is gonna feel like, I don't feel like I should have to bite my tongue. Like, I don't feel like I should have to walk on eggshells and not say nothing if I feel like this person is doing something that I don't like. And then guess what's gonna happen? The arguing is going to start again. It's going to be fighting then, because y'all going to conjure up all the old shit that you done been through. How many people can literally say that the shit that they're going through in their relationships, and this is for people who are in relationships, situationships, you know, because sometimes situationships get a little out of hand. Situationships are really made to fucking go home. You don't ask me no questions about where I'm at. I won't ask you no questions about where you at. We just supposed to be sleeping together. Ain't supposed to be all of these feelings, and you ain't supposed to be fucking texting me, asking me why you see Mark talking to me at the store. And that's a situationship. I mean, fuck buddies, whatever you want to call it. You're not supposed to be asking questions. You're not supposed to be trying to figure out what this other person has going on in their life and shit like that. That's not what a situationship is meant for. But so many times that people know that they're supposed to be only doing one thing and end up doing another. But for those who are in real relationships, how many of y'all can literally say that I'm in my relationship and I'm truly happy with everything? Look, everything is a bit much, because nobody's going to be happy with everything. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you're capable of being happy with every aspect in your life if you truly, genuinely respect and love each other unconditionally. There won't be no room for bullshit, because both of y'all are going to want the same things. Y'all going to want each other, and you're not going to allow nobody to come, or nothing, not no fucking object, not no money, not no nothing, come in between y'all to create chaos. There's going to be real communication. There's going to be real love. There's going to be real protection. It ain't going to be no boasting, no jealousy, no envy. And I feel like we're capable of doing that. You just have to want it. And you have to be with somebody who wants it too. But back to my question that I attempted to ask twice. um, but how many people can really say that? And I'm not going to say everything. Let's just say they have the 80-20 rule. Okay. So they're saying 80% of the shit's supposed to be great. And then there's that 20%. Can we get over the hump? Can we get over the 20%? Is it possible that we can live through the 20%? How many people is living the 70-30 or the 60-40? Let's say 60-40 or 70-30. Who is living in that relationship that they really want to be out of? But you can't leave because you feel like, oh, we got bills together, or we have a child together, or, because too many times people stay into these toxic ass relationships where their energy is just drained. Like drained to the point, like when you do decide to leave, you're going to have nothing left. You're not going to even have the mind frame to get your life back together. And I tell people all the time, like, I am so capable. Like, even with my ex, me and him was in a relationship. I'm talking about my own business. I can't talk for everybody else, but I'm trying to give you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so me and him have been in a relationship for about 1.5 years. I'll say about 5 months of it I consider a real relationship. The other shit was a situationship, but it wasn't to the point where the shit was so bad that I felt like I needed to leave right then and there, because me personally, the person that I am, oh yeah, you wouldn't hear from my ass no more. Not on birthdays, not on Merry Christmas, not Happy fucking Hanukkah. You would not hear from me no more. Because that's what we do. We drag the fucking relationship out until it has nothing left. And where I was capable of still being his friend, and he's very business minded, he's very smart. Like, I don't have a whole bunch of crazy, mean, dumb shit to say about him. You know what I mean? Like, he's very business minded, he's intelligent, he's smart, he's very handsome. He had a lot of good qualities. But there's always that one thing or two things that really makes you be like, wait, what? And I don't feel like if you're in a serious relationship that there should be a wait, what? I feel like you shouldn't be questioning nothing about what you and this person have going on. And my problem with him was he was just too self-centered for me. Too self-centered, because I am the type of person that I'm going to make sure everybody else around me is okay. But am I going to make sure I'm okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm okay. Like, I'm not going to just let nobody drain the shit out of me. But if these are people that I truly love, I'm going to make sure that they're okay. You know why? Because they're going to make sure that I'm okay in return. And those are the type of people that I choose to have around me. But then when you get in your way and you start feeling like you're the more important equation in the relationship, then I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. When you start treating what you're doing and your goals and shit like that as if it's more important than what I have going on, and my goals and my dreams and my business, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Because at the end of the day, now you're making me feel like I have to add value to your shit, and we'll get to mine when we get done with yours. And it just can't be that way. Because the thing with me and him was, when I got my t-shirt press, I made him hands-on 100%. Like, this was not my husband. This was my man. But even though he was my man, I feel like if you're going to be in my life, we're going to have to be able to build together. I feel like if you're going to be in my life, it's not mine. It's not mine. It's not yours. It's ours until you decide that it's not that no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be no crazy deranged person if you invest into my t-shirt press and help me build my business to a certain extent. I'm just going to take it and be like, oh, this is mine. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But we're going to have to find a way to do the shit at a distance. And that's just what it is. We're going to have to find a way to do the shit at a distance. You know, if I have to meet with you, if we have to discuss something, you know what I'm saying? I'm very highly capable of doing business with you. Don't be reminiscing. You have to protect your energy at all costs. Stop letting these men tear you down. Stop letting these fucking women tear y'all down. Because there's some really good girls out here. There's really good women out here that have been torn down and broken. And then they get to the point where they don't care about themselves no more. And in the back of their mind, but you really don't care about yourself, because now you're spreading yourself all over the place trying to find love, because you feel like if I give him some, it's going to keep him. But in all actuality, you have to first realize why the person is there from the beginning. You think just because he in your inbox telling you pretty and oh how sexy you are and oh you're just so beautiful, telling you every day. Let me tell you something. In the back of my mind, everybody has an agenda until their actions meet what they're saying. Because it ain't no actions. You're just telling me a whole bunch of shit that you probably think that every woman wants to hear. And okay, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. I'm very confident. I'm very in love with myself. And not to the point where I'm conceited or nothing, but I do care about myself. And I feel like this woman right here, this motherfucking queen right there. I walk like a queen. I talk like a queen. I act like a queen. And ain't nobody gonna treat me no different. Because at the end of the day, what you feel to realize is that I don't have to have you in my life. I'm here because I want to be here, not because I have to be here. So so many times, that's one of the things that I had a problem with when it came to him. He's very self-centered, and I mean, like, he sees the fucked up thing now, but I'm not willing to go back, because my whole thing is you had me there. You had me, and I understand people have to learn shit, and I'm happy that he learned his lesson. And I'm happy that he learned the lessons in the shit that I was trying to get him to see that was workable while we were in a relationship. But in the same token, even though I see that he has kind of learned his lesson, that you really do have to consider other people, I'm just happy because now he can make the next woman happy. Because it just can't be me. And that's how much I protect my energy. I protect my energy because I remember all of the shit that used to just make me boil. And in all actuality, like, I'm not around him every day. I'm not around him none. You know what I'm saying? So the shit that you telling me could just be you telling me that. You sound like you a different person. You do. But fuck. The wolf got into the damn sheep pasture because he was dressed like a fucking wolf. I mean, he was dressed like a sheep. So when the other sheep were looking around, all they saw was sheep until nightfall. And he came up out of that suit. And now he was the big bad damn wolf. Me and him was in a relationship for 1.5 years. And where I felt like the little bit of shit could have been worked out, now You just gonna have to move on, boo. I pray that you and her make it through whatever y'all gonna make it through. I hope that you can be a better woman for her, because it just can't be me, period. And that's how y'all need to start learning how to protect your energy, because if you learn how to protect your energy, it'll keep you from making a whole bunch of dumbass mistakes that's gonna hold you back in life. You're gonna realize that you're just losing fucking years because you don't have the ability, the mindset, the emotional set to fucking be by yourself and get you together. I have a self video that is on my channel as well, where I tell people all the time, it all starts with self. How do you feel about yourself? How is your self-esteem? How is your self-confidence? What about self-motivation? Self-love. Everything starts with self. And I'm telling you, I don't care how much you cry and say, oh my God, I just love him. Only God knows how much I love him. First of all, sweetie. First of all, sir. You don't even love yourself. How can you love somebody? And I don't care how much you say it. It's going to show through. What you really feel will show through. How you really feel about yourself will really show, because it's going to show through how people treat you and how you handle how they treat you. If you let men continue to dog you out, it shows how you feel about yourself. Men, if you continue to you done caught Tiffany ass with Gerald, and she said she wasn't going to fuck with Gerald no more. And then you turn around, okay, she done left Gerald alone. Now you done caught her ass with Tyrone. And she said she ain't going to fuck with Tyrone no more. Give her one more chance. Like, why? You have to protect your heart. You have to protect everything, because what's going to happen is we're emotional fucking creatures, especially women. But nowadays, even the men are fucking emotional, and they killing these damn women because these women are playing with their fucking mind, playing with their heart. Because, and I mean, like, when it all boils down to it, just coming from a woman's perspective, real women know that men have emotions. Real women know that men have feelings. Because they don't wear it on their sleeve like women do, y'all be fucking them up. Y'all be messing these men up to the point that when you have somebody like me that's looking for a true, genuine ass love, because I know what I can give in return, now Tyrone done come to me. Tyrone is looking for love. But Tyrone don't know how to accept the love, because Tyrone done been lied to so much. Tyrone done been cheated on. Tyrone just tired of the bullshit. And I'm saying some old genuine ass shit to Tyrone, like, hey, I'm a woman. I'll take care of you. Let me help you mend your broken heart. But he can't even open that motherfucker up to allow me to help him. You know why? Because it's the same thing Tiffany told him. That she was going to take care of him. That she was going to love him. She wasn't going to do him wrong. But Tiffany wasn't genuine. And he probably done had a few others before Tiffany. So now here I am with my old genuine ass, looking for real love, looking for somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. We can build a fucking fortune together. Because your girl know a lot about the business, okay? But he's so broken. And this goes for majority of my exes. And it's not a whole bunch of them, but like majority of them, they don't even realize the type of person that they had until I was gone. I have one that I ain't even dealt with in almost 10 years, and he still be like, hey, yo, I need somebody like you in my life. And I'm like, you gonna have to fucking see me happy with the next nigga, and then you're gonna have to learn sorry. You're gonna have to learn from us in our relationship, because that's one thing that I will never ever do. If you ever have me as your woman and we're no longer together, once I walk out that door, no, I'm not coming back. Just know I'm not coming back, because I know my self-worth. I have self-love. I have self-confidence. I don't need nobody, woman, man, child, to tell me that I'm pretty, to tell me that I'm sexy, to tell me none of that stuff, because I am so much more than that. And that's how y'all have to start looking at yourself. And I'm not just talking to the women, because anybody who knows me know that I'm not going to just take the woman's side because it's a woman. Because women do some fucked up stuff. And I even be talking to some of my homegirls like, so you doing this to these dudes now. So what you think is going to happen when you decide that you don't want to do it no more? You just want to settle down and you want to be happy or whatever. You're going to get that same fucking energy right back. Because when Tyrone ass was ready to settle down, he was ready to make you his wife and all of that, you played him. And played him. And played him. So what do you think is going to happen? Like, you have to be able to protect your energy. You have to be able, and I mean, like, better late than never. You have to start learning how to get toxic people out of your life. Family, friends. I don't fuck with a whole lot of my family, only because I know that I want to be successful. And these people are not going to tear me down and make me believe I'm something less than what I feel of myself. Because it's called self-esteem. It's how I feel about me. So what you feel is irrelevant. Stop letting people have power over your life. Because at the end of the day, these are people who don't even have a quarter of what you have. Yeah, they might have material and all of that. They might have all of that material stuff and all of that. But guess what? They don't have fortune. And you don't have fortune yet, but you got a fortune. You got a mind, a mine up here. A gold mine. Because if you think it, you can achieve it. Stop letting people tell you that you can't. It's time for y'all to regain yourself. Love yourself. Cherish yourself. Because if you don't, then nobody else will. People treat you accordingly. When I tell you I walk with my fucking head high and with so much confidence, like my presence enters the room before I do. So that when my physical enter, they ain't just looking at ass and titties. They looking at like, damn, who is that? And I know this because I see it too many times. And I'm not pressed. I don't look for attention. I don't need attention. I'm not one of those loud ass people. When you see them out there always like, I'm not one of those type of people. I stay to myself. Somebody, if a guy walk past me, hey gorgeous, how you doing? I'm like, how you doing? And I keep it pushing. Not because I feel like I'm all that, but that's not the type of shit that impressed me. So, you know, I am going to probably start dropping my videos a lot more. But I did go through a little phase where people and things around me was trying to kill my energy. And, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, if you don't fuck with your mother, then you're not a good person and stuff like that. But what do you do when You have a mother that will go out of her way to make sure that you're not successful. She will go out of her way to try to tear you down. A bitter, lonely person that does not want to see their own flesh and blood that you carried for 9 months, but then hate you so much because you have a mind to think for yourself. And yes, and yes, I do have a mind to think for myself. And yes, I love my mother. I love her to death. But I am not going to allow her to tear me down so that when I'm 62 years old, I'm living in the house that they grew up in, miserable, sad, don't have no life, don't have no man. I got my car and a house. I had to tell my own mother, like, I love you, but you do not possess what I have, what I want to have when I'm your age. You can no longer tell me that what I'm doing is not going to work because it has been working for 2 years. I love proving people wrong. I love doing what people say I can't. And then when I do it, I just give them a little wink. Protect your energy. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Care about yourself. Because in the end, if you don't have self-love and shit like that, your love that you're giving off to people is not genuine love. It's not genuine love. And I'm telling you, man, this journey right here has been kind of crazy. I've had a lot of people, especially I'll say about 4 or 5 people, handful, that I say came into my life like they had my best interest at heart and really didn't. And I'll say 3 of them was probably guys that tried to talk to me, and I decided, you know what, they pretty decent, have intellectual conversation and shit like that. Like, we don't go together, but we can continue to talk and, mingle with each other and see where it goes. And every single one of them has disappointed me so bad. Like they like, oh yeah, I treat you like a queen. And then you give them the time of day. Now they feel like, oh, okay, yeah, I got, And then they start putting shit out there. You start seeing stuff and you like, oh, okay. He want me to deal with it, huh? But see, what they fail to realize is I'm very savage when it comes to me. I will drop your ass and act like we never met. Even if we went on our first, second, third, fourth, fifth date. Even if I done kissed you in the mouth. Even if we done got to the point where we done had sexual intercourse. Don't cross me. Because I won't do anything to cross you. I won't have you out there looking stupid and shit like that. But you done had so many people that have done that to you, to where you ain't even healed yourself, but you trying to jump into some shit with me and treat me like damn Tiffany. Well, PSA. Okay? Because I will drop you. And I will walk past you like I ain't never met you. Like you ain't never even smelled this before. And I would care less what you go out there and tell people about me. I would care less what people choose to believe about me. Because guess what? While y'all out here talking, I'm going to be getting that bag. I'm going to be getting that bag. Because y'all can't break me. Because I I know how to protect my energy. And I truly, when I say I don't care what people say about me, I don't care. I don't care. And neither should y'all. Stop worrying how people see y'all. Stop falling into these traps. That's just gonna, women, that's gonna get you a title. And I know y'all probably could care less because y'all like men do the same thing. Yeah, but that title don't hold weight. Women always want to be like, what's the difference? Like, it is a difference. It is a difference because our bodies are built differently than a man's body. Like, our bodies go through changes that men don't never have to experience. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to get regular checkups. That's the fucking difference. Your body is different. So your body should not be treated like a fucking dumpster. And you shouldn't have to spread yourself around, because if you have to spread yourself around, sweetie, that's not love. If he only calling you over there 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to be gone by a certain time, or after y'all do it, you got to put your clothes on and go. Why? Like, how are y'all so content with being a side piece? Just to say that you've had that I got that person. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, I am not cool with being nobody's side chick. And I have had niggas try to force that on me. Try to talk to me like, oh, I ain't got no woman, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out that they got a whole fucking woman. Like, what part of I don't do drama didn't you understand? And if she ever find out and contact my ass, you can say what the fuck you want to say. I'm going to tell her everything. Because your ass should not be out here wasting nobody damn time in this person inbox, that person inbox, my inbox. Because I don't do drama. I don't have time for that. If I'm even giving you time, if I'm sitting on the phone talking to you, if I'm texting you while I'm doing my shirts and shit like that, like, I really have to like you. There's something about you. You know what I mean? We're not in a relationship because I am fucking single, okay? Single. Like, single. And a lot of people ask me, why are you single and you so beautiful? Because I'm way more than looks. My looks does not make me. Like, I probably have a mind so strong that it will scare people. My heart is so big and so pure that people take that for granted because they say it's too good to be true. Yeah, I talk to different guys. I do. Do I give all of them the time of day? They hit me up in the inbox every now and then. Hey, how you doing? Oh, how was your day? My day was great. How was yours? Because I can be a friendly person. Even though I'm not on Facebook for all of that, I'm really on Facebook for business and just for what it is, entertainment. Some people just take that shit too far. You know? And what's up with the guys, man? Like, you know, if y'all come at me and I be like, you know, I don't feel like we're gonna be good together, like, that's some genuine shit. I'm not lying to you. That's why when I'm talking to you, I'm asking you questions. Or if you say something to me and I question it, it's because I'm trying to get a full understanding of what you're trying to say, because 9 times out of 10, that's one of the things that's going to determine whether I even talk to you again. Like, don't get mad at me because I say we're not meant for each other, because it's the truth. I know what I like. I know what I want. I have now, back in the day, you know, we used to get them little red flags and you just brush it off. I don't do that shit no more. Now, I see them red flags when they come in. And those red flags let me know that, 1, we don't have nothing in common. And 2, I'm not going to laugh that off, and then later on when we're in a hard-blown relationship, done moved in together, done built some shit together, and here it is, you tripping? I'm not wasting my energy. I'm going to cut that shit off at the head, which some of y'all need to learn how to do. Some of y'all need to learn how when you get out of relationships, it's okay to be by yourself for 6 months. Don't talk to nobody. Conversation is good for 6 months because that is telling you who that person is for 6 months. And if that person cannot conversate with you for 6 months, if that's too long for them and you don't hear from them for 2 or 3, listen, if you trying to talk to me and because I ain't your girlfriend in 2 weeks and you decide not to hit me up no more, okay, that's fine. Don't come back 2 months later with that what you doing fucking text and think we gonna pick up right where we left off. No, you was a no call, no show. And being that you was away so long, is your application? No, your application, no. You're not a rehire. You're not a rehire. You can't. No. Because how do I know you're not gonna no call, no show on my ass again? Red flag. No. And you know, I just really don't want to make this video too much longer, but you know, it has been a minute since I've done a video. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was dropping them every like twice a week and stuff like that, but my energy have just been so off. And I have been dealing with so much stuff, trying to get my business to the next level, trying to put all my new stuff out, that I had to take a minute and step back because I felt like, you know, if the energy is really this strong and it's so much negative energy, where I had to myself, within myself, try to stay as positive as possible. You know, I had to just step back for a minute, man. And that's why I'm doing this today. If y'all have not watched any of my videos, you don't have to like them. You don't have to do none of that. But I guarantee you, if you watch them, something that I say in these videos, y'all will, because life experiences have taught me so much. And what y'all fail to realize is that even though life experiences have tried to tear you down, you don't have to use those and be what life wants you to be. Do what I did. Use those life experiences in the shit. Not even just my life experiences. I've had friends. I have a mother. I have aunties. I have cousins. I've seen them go through all kind of crazy shit. But instead of me be that, it showed me who I didn't want to be. And I made sure that I wasn't that person. Protect your energy. I'm telling you, if you do not protect your energy, if you do not protect yourself, you do not have self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence, if you cannot achieve these things within yourself, people are going to just drag you through the mud for however long it takes for you to realize it. And if you've been dragged through the mud so much, how can you live a happy life? If you've been sleeping with this person and that person trying to find love, when in all actuality, you should have been trying to love your fucking self. But I am going to, in this video, like I said, I normally do notes and I normally hit on pointers and I normally hit, but I kind of had to freestyle this one because I've been on a journey. I've been on a journey and it's been a long journey, and I have to say at the end of it all, man, like I'm still smiling. People pray on you, man, but you have to know how to pray. R-A-Y. You have to know how to pray. Because when you pray and when you're in tune with yourself and when you love yourself, nothing can tear you down. If I don't spread no message ever, self, I always spread love for yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, others will know it. I am going to end this video now, y'all. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share my videos, because even if it's not something that you're going through, if you can't relate to nothing that I'm saying in the video, there's somebody on your Facebook page that can. There's somebody on your Facebook page, because I spit the truth. That's all I know is truth. Because I can be truthful with myself. I let myself know when I'm being fucked up. And that's the only way that I can fix any situation that's bad in my life. That's the only way I can have communication with anybody. Significant other, my children. I have 3 sons, and me and my 3 sons' love for one another is impeccable no matter what we have been through. Kids don't always listen. They be damn rebellious, yeah. But the love that we have for each other, nobody could come in between that. Those are my kids. I had them. Parents feel like their children owe them something. Niggas don't owe me nothing, because I cocked my legs and had them. I just hope that in return, the type of mother that I have been to them, that they will love my ass enough to take care of me and make sure I don't go through no BS when I'm old and can't do it for myself. But until the next time, love yourself, cherish yourself, know your self-worth. Love one another. Build one another up. But I'm going to end it on that note, y'all. Queen out.